All right, gang, so we're gonna let this go out there, about 100 yards behind the boat, maybe 300 feet back, 100, somewhere between 150 and 300 feet back behind the boat. Then we're gonna barely put it in gear with the clicker on, just softly, just enough that the bait will still drag, but when the fish bites it, he doesn't feel any resistance. And then we're using a circle hook, so when the fish starts to take it, all we're gonna do is we're simply gonna put the reel into gear, and then the fish should hook himself. So we're just slow trolling baits here, gang. And that's the key to fishing with ballyhoos. You wanna do about 6 knots and just very, very, very light drag, or no, the least amount you can get away with, so that the fish can easily pull the bait and not think that it's hooked to a line. So we put one rod out there, then we'll get the other rod rigged up right now. Same thing, another circle hook, another ballyhoo. Okay, a little bit bigger one, or a bigger dorado or a wahoo. We can use these on downriggers too, but you can use them any way you want. We like to use them right on the surface so that we could probably catch a dorado, because that's what we're looking for today. Maybe get a dorado, maybe get a wahoo. But we go right through the little ring. It's like our little rubber band. And we'll show you all about rigging these later, but that's it. So the hook doesn't actually go into the bait. The hook's riding right on the nose of the bait, because that way the bait's gonna have full movement. He's gonna be able to wiggle back there. And then what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that his spine is all cracked so he swims freely back there. And we'll show you all about, like I said, we'll show you all about rigging them later. But look at, if Kelly pans over here to what I'm doing and holding this, this is how you hold a conventional reel. Left hand goes in front, index finger on the spool, thumb on the trigger, ready for when the fish strikes. You simply push it into gear. You do not do it like this. You do not ever put your left hand behind the reel. That is, I know you've been doing it that way 100 years. That's the wrong way. I wouldn't brag about doing it the wrong way. This is the right way. Index finger on the spool, thumb on the trigger being the gear, thumb right there. Once you go into gear, you're ready to turn the handle. There's no hand movement. You never want to give the fish the advantage. You always want to have the advantage. So then we barely go into gear, so this thing can troll back there. Now, this one will go in the rod holder up here. Now we just kind of cruise around here, looking for anything that isn't water. Anything could have fish on it down here. Down here, gang, we have no kelp patties because the water's too hot. Today the water is a whopping 80 degrees and it's November 22nd. And the water is 80 degrees down here in Cabo San Lucas. Now if Kelly was to scan out in front of us, we have a little bird sitting on the water over here. So that could be that there's a fish over there. There could be some bait over there. God only knows what's over there. We're gonna go kind of cruise that way and see what we can find. It could be a perfect indication that there's some bait around or some fish. And we have our ballyhoos out there, so we're just gonna troll those little babies right by this guy and see if we can get a whopper hook up. Everywhere. Watch out, honey bunny. Okay, so we're just patiently waiting to hear the clicker. There's a little grass on the water. And here's the little bird on the water. Lots of garbage floating in the water here. Good chance there could be a dorado lurking around here. Looks like a little current break. on current break. There's stuff floating everywhere in the water. Kelly, can you see it?
No.
You cannot see it because she refuses to wear her $300 Costa Del Mar sunglasses that cut down all the glare and allow you to see in the water.